Have you ever wondered how to paint from your emotions intuitively to create art that truly resonates with others? Well, if you're interested in discovering how you can do this, what the process is, then you're in the right place. I'm Joy Fay and I'm an artist and teacher, and I've been teaching for many years, helping people develop their skills and creativity and finding their own style in their painting. And if you're here for the first time, welcome. That's lovely that you're here. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. We're on our way to 10,000 subscribers, which is very exciting. So let me take you through a short demonstration to get you started on this wonderful journey of intuitive painting. So the key to any painting, whether you're doing intuitive or any other abstract painting, is you need to get in the zone. And the best way of doing that is to take a deep breath and relax. And here what I'm doing is just free drawing. I'm using colours from my oil pastels, and just to get started and let go. It's this letting go part and allowing that seems to create the biggest challenge for a lot of people. And this is something that I'm very aware of and really want to help you overcome. And actually, this demonstration is part of my free taster course, the Art Connection Intuitive Creative online course, where I go through 12 different lessons, really going through how you can learn to let go and be creative and express yourself to find your real artistic voice that you want to express. So I'm going to leave the details of that in the description below. And it's certainly worth taking if you're really serious about learning the process of intuitive painting. So this starts to develop. Again, I'm just allowing this to happen. I'm not interfering with it in any way in my thinking. I'm just seeing where the brush wants to take me, what colours I'm using, how I feel about those colours. And that's something else that we cover a lot in the course about the colours that we choose and what emotions we have in those colours. Sometimes there are the colours that we absolutely love and there are some colours that we absolutely don't. And it's necessary occasionally to ask why and explore those feelings. So we get sort of feedback from all the colours around us from what we're doing. So you're seeing that this is turning into a wonderful, chaotic first layer of the painting. But, it's got some texture and it's certainly got some energy. And you'll be amazed to see how it turns out. So you need to stay to the end to see the final result, or nearly the final result, I should say, because I'm working on it within the course. So again, just putting some marks on, really freeing up and enjoying myself and not thinking about the result. I'm not looking at painting a perfect picture. I'm looking at exploring my feelings and the energy that I'm getting and the colours, and seeing what happens, letting go of being perfect or expectations. So now it's dried and I'm going into it now with some charcoal to look at some of the shapes that are there, to give it some structure and find where I want it to go, from my point of view as an intuitive picture painting. What is it telling me and what is it giving me? So I can outline some of the shapes and take it to a new position. And this is something, again, that I really help you do in the course, is to start then to structuring, seeing what's working in the painting, what isn't, what you can leave behind, what you could take out, and understanding how to do that without interfering with it too much. And it's interesting because a lot of people get in a bit of a tiswas when they get to this messy stage, wondering what to do. And actually, this is the great stage because you've got so many possibilities of different things that you could do if you know how to do that. So, this is very much part of the process and learning how to use anything, any old paintings that you've got, or any paintings that look very crazy to you, how to work into them and do all kinds of different things with them. So this is now turning into two figures, and it has a story. And again, this is something that I talk about a lot, is that if we want to find our own, or I shouldn't say find our own style, it's more about discovering our own style. We're really wanting to tell a story about ourselves. So our paintings reflect that. So this, for me, is an interesting story of how this painting develops and what I do to it. And it tells me a story, it's a reflection. And this is really exactly the path that we need to go on in order to tap into that creativity and intuitive spiritual feeling inside us, because we're telling our story, aren't we, of what's going on underneath the surface, and using paint as a means to describe that rather than words. We're using, the language of paint. And obviously, that story that you have comes out in lots of different colors, some that you resonate with and some that you don't. So it's such a fascinating process, and so much that you can learn that, might be obvious on the surface, but once you start to understand the process, you can see how much more intriguing and interesting and valuable it can become when you learn how to really tap into that intuitive creativeness inside you. So you can see here now I'm filling in some of the chaos of the picture, but without losing the energy. The energy in it is important, and because of the story. So I'm using the structure from underneath, but now giving it some, some shapes and some different color values and tone values, again, which we go over in the course. Having the difference between lights and darks and the tones of the colors can make all the difference in the world to the painting. And do feel free to ask any questions in the comments. I try to get to all of them and answer them, and it's lovely to read your thoughts and ideas about my paintings and these tutorials. And I'm here to help, so do ask if you'd like to. And it's such an interesting thing that I find with the intuitive painting, because it's an incredible form of self-expression that allows us to connect to our deepest emotions with our art. Creating something truly authentic and unique. There's nothing quite like it. And it's a way to tap into our subconscious mind and let our true selves shine, without any judgment or criticism. And I feel, again, this is a very, very important point, that, so many comments come up that, people feel that they're not good enough, or, they don't know what they're doing, and is this right or is it wrong? At the end of the day, there's nothing that's right or wrong. If you're doing it and you're being creative and you've created it, then that is absolutely fantastic. And, you only really have to take some time looking at Pinterest or going to galleries to see some, very modern art, which sometimes can be really surprising with its naivety, and you kind of look at it thinking, oh my goodness. So we are terrible at self-judgment, so we've got to have a way of letting that go. And um, I take a lot of time to help you get through those blocks, and well, they stop you really from going further, which is such a shame, because we can learn how to push through those boundaries and really accept what we're doing as something that's valid and creative and unique. So yeah, I get kind of upset about it, really, that people really have such a bad thought about themselves in relationship to their painting, because everything is valid. So back to this one, you can see that it's beginning to take shape. There's still quite a lot to do on it, and it's quite transformed, though, hasn't it? From that chaotic mess that we started with all that energy going in lots of directions. I think I've still got the energy here, but it's kind of structured in a different way. And there's an interesting story. The boy and the girl, it looks as if she's saying, hang on, wait for me, or don't go, or, something like that. There's kind of quite a tension in it, in a way, which I find fascinating, having brought this out from somewhere inside of me. But it does tell a story which I can relate to. So I hope you've got something from this, small demonstration of how to move your intuitive painting, to the next level, and you've picked up some tips from it. And if you've enjoyed the video, it would be fantastic if you liked it and subscribed. It's all for free, so that would be wonderful. And I'll look forward to reading your comments and answering any of your questions. And more next time. So I look forward to seeing you then. Thanks for watching.